I go for a beer. Oh my gosh, this is not the best. Oh my god, this is. What is it?
Okay, now I'm
Boring.
You're rolling? Alright. He's rolling.
Is that guy rolling?
We're all rolling.
That one doesn't have a red light. Oh no, my red light fever's back.
Yeah, this is it. We're all rolling.
We are survivors of the Kraken! Nothing more to say. But we leave it all yesterday and orchestrate a new tomorrow. Put the rest away. Tomorrow's for better days. And on the second time around, we are just a little wiser. No need to share the reasons. To have an answer, but I felt we go farther on the second time around. Between desire and transgression, the memories at play. So plug it in straight away. And if you miss the note you're after, just bend it all the way towards the you're after anyway. On this second time around, there are fewer complications. We don't need figured out just yet. There's no need to settle up for this, but I bet we go farther on the second time around.
Hello friends, my name is Brad Rohrer from the Funbearable Podcast, and I'm here today to talk with our pals from the Survivors of the Kraken. We have Alan Furtado, Justin Mara, Brian Dakota, very excited, new record coming out. Let's dive in, we're going to do the whole thing, your holistic view on music and art and creation. Please keep your responses to 30 seconds. What brought you together as a band?
High school.
Would you care to elaborate, or are you just going to leave it there and let the audience fill it in?
Yeah, so in high school, Alan and I went to high school together. We had some other friends there that we connected with, formed a band, and by happenstance, we had met Justin.
I went to a different high school. All of our classes for senior year were before lunch. Seniors didn't have to come back after lunch. So I started bringing a change of clothes, and I would drive to their high school and go to school the back half of the day.
And we formed another band at that point, which was back then by the name of Nico. They were okay of a band.
We
tried hard.
A band.
We tried hard. We went from like not knowing each other at all to like making music and spending pretty much every day together. And I think any intense relationship, whether like friendships or romantic, like they burn hot and fast and then they burn out. the first iteration of the band broke up on stage.
Ooh.
On
Drama.
stage at the Station nightclub a week before it burned to the ground.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we didn't really speak for
10 years.
no, not 10,
I call it 10 years.
but it wasn't.
It was close.
So Al and I had always remained close the entire time. So we'd remained friends, played in bands together the whole way through. We ended up joining a band called the Candace Brooks Band. And we had a good time. We played some good shows around here, but it all inevitably drifted apart, as bands do,
Yes.
as we said. But towards the end of that, we reconnected with Justin, which...
I was living in Worcester. It was like really like weird, almost like a Brooklyn environment at the time. It was very insular, lots of coffee shops that were open late, and just found myself in that environment of just like an acoustic guitar, and just got to work on my songwriting for a long time, and wrote a lot of songs and recorded some songs. But the thing that I always wanted to do was record an album with them, because like the easiest songwriting I've ever done was playing music with Alan Bryan.
And we recorded one song second time around on Lost in Patrick Grove, which is his album. So it was just kind of like a feeling each other out. It never got serious. Like we'd show up, we'd rehearse a couple songs to like help him out if he needed to play a show that needed a band. Because he was an acoustic singer-songwriter, and he'd play like human jukebox kind of stuff. When he needed a band, we'd fill in here and there. And then COVID happened.
Oh yes, I remember that.
That's when we started getting serious. About,
And you said we're gonna get together as a band. We're gonna.
well, we were in my garage, which was not a good accommodations. So we know Andy, who happens to have a studio space, and it was COVID, so not a whole hell of a lot was happening anywhere, and it just kind of.
And that was the genesis of the record.
That was the genesis.
We wrote a third of a song in that garage over the course of a year.
Right.
And then we wrote like 5 songs here over the course of like 2 months.
I didn't know we were recording the record until it was 3/4 done. I thought we were writing songs, and obviously we're in a studio, so we were running tape, and it was like it just kind of like became a record. And then like, okay, so how many songs should we do? Should it be an EP? Should it be a record? And it just kind of naturally brought us here.
Let's talk a little bit about the songwriting. Are these, was this Justin's ideas coming to the band? Was this, I thought of this tasty lick in the shower. I'm going to bring it to or was it, how was the songwriting process?
I usually describe our process as like an improv game. Like they can come from anywhere. Somebody's like, hey, I've got this, or like Alan's always noodling on something.
Alan the Noodle Furtado.
He was actually voted in high school most likely to be called the Noodle in the studio.
That's true, I was.
I think easiest form of songwriting is we start with the vocal and basic guitar part of the song, and then we'd add in the other elements. But then as we got more into the album, we got comfortable again with starting with another person's part and building onto that.
I'm not like a prolific songwriter. I can go years without writing songs.
Yeah.
Lyrics are difficult.
Yes.
I have a notebook that I'll hear a phrase, or I'll read something, or I'm like, oh, that's good. These things go together. So it's a lot like puzzle pieces.
Right.
Like he'll have his notebook and he'll take phrases from different ideas entirely and piece them all together. And then he'll have a song that's already done. And they're like, no, I need to just the way it folds in, because the phrasing wouldn't work.
Song's never really done.
No, but when, oh Lord.
Why don't you talk a little bit about the Songs Never Really Done philosophy?
You just walk away from it at some point, and you keep playing it as is, or it evolves over time.
And the live version is different.
The live version is different. Yeah, it's always changing, or a lot of times you'll just be in the zone. You'll say the wrong thing, and now it's on tape. But that's the version that fit with everything, especially when you're recording the tape.
Yep.
Because you can edit, but you don't always want to.
Yep.
Because something can go wrong, and sometimes does. Sometimes it all fits together really nicely, so it stays in, and you just learn to live with it. And then there's the live version. Yeah.
I was talking with Justin before we started recording, and one of the songs came up on my Spotify today. And I said it was a blues influenced rock and roll song, but for people who have yet to check out the record, how would you describe your music?
We didn't really talk about what we were doing. We just kind of tried to write songs.
Right.
When we sent it out for mastering, Andy Davis, who engineered, wound up basically producing, reached out to a couple mastering engineers and described it as an alt rock grunge record. I was like, did we make a grunge record? I hate this idea of genre.
Yes.
I find it so academic. But I guess this record I would classify as alt rock.
Someone many years ago called us a jam band, and Justin was very upset by that.
What is the thing you are most proud about with this record, other than completing it?
Completing it before we're 40, but after Justin's 40.
Okay.
Yes. Fucking
Great.
score. In a lot of ways, it took us 20 years to make the record. We've lived life, and we're still pursuing it at a certain level.
Yeah.
And that is not necessarily easy to wake up in the morning and go, okay, I am this age. I have not succeeded to the level I figured in high school, but I'm still going to get on the stage and play to 5 people.
I think making it through what the world went through a few years back with the pandemic, it changed a lot of things, but after everything was kind of shut down, it really lit a fire under us, and I think that's a thing to be proud of, is that we didn't abandon everything.
I'm just really proud of us. We've gone through a lot of growth, uncomfortable growth, and all of our collective trauma and individual trauma, and we're still we're having fun.
It's therapy in a lot of ways. There's a time to get real deep, but when we're just the 3 of us together, that's not the time. The time is to forget about why we're just laugh, and then we just happen to play music.
time for the rest. Hopeful face and play my dance. Shape is unfamiliar. I don't recognize the form. Cannot comprehend the function. Past is present till it's gone. I don't wanna play here anymore. Another time, different space. Past the ages, same face. Can't recognize familiar faces anymore. Gentrify this away. Fiction's logical. Break the chain of mediocre. Come on, fantasy. Shape is unfamiliar. I don't recognize form. Cannot comprehend the function. Knows power still is gone. I don't wanna play here anymore. I don't wanna play here anymore. I don't wanna play here.
Favorite track on the record? Start with Brian.
I would probably say that second time around. I mean, it might end up becoming a common theme because like second time around was really like the first Kraken song. Like the first one was really like fully composed amongst us, I believe.
Yeah, that started. That was like. I was basically done with Lost in Petrichor, but I wanted to include you guys in some way. We like wrote that in like maybe an hour or two in my kitchen.
Nice. Favorite song on the record, Justin?
It was All's Not Meant for You for a really long time, and has just become Empty Sky. So I'm really into Empty Sky right now. Mm-hmm. And those are All's Not Meant for You started out as a different song we wrote like 20 years ago, but was kind of embarrassing. When you're 40 instead of 20.
Yeah.
As
it was the one that said we definitely won the Iraq War.
Yeah.
And 20 years later, you're like, we need to change it a little bit.
I got to change that.
That was painfully close to what you were saying.
Alan, favorite song on the record?
I was going to say All's Not Meant for You. I will then say Still Searching.
Okay.
Because we play it live 0 times.
Oh, all right.
It is a very interesting song. It's way outside of what we would typically do. It's a song Justin had on his own, and he did not want to record it.
I did not want to put it on the record.
It took a lot of convincing from Andy, and we really fought to get him to even do it on the record.
Come off that point with we've mentioned Andy a number of times in this interview. We just do want to say that after Dave Grohl, he is the 5th member of this band, spiritually.
Yeah, when Dave can't make it, we call up Andy.
Thank you so much for hanging out and chatting about the record.
Thank you, Brad.
I'm stoked to hear it in its entirety. Listen to it. Best way to listen to it? Car, at home? What do you think?
I would say the best way to listen to it is by candlelight.
Oh, beautiful.
We recorded it to 2-inch tape. Listen to it on vinyl if you have a turntable.
Thank you so much, survivors of the Kraken. Thank you to our esteemed crew.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you
Thank you,
to
Andy.
anyone
Thank
who's
you,
watching
Maeve.
it.
Thank you, Willie.
What about Garrett?
Thank you, Garrett. It's getting there.
That's hurtful.
Thank you, Archie. Deuces, kangarooses.
All right.
Guts.
Thanks, Neil. Thank you, Neil. The garage door closed for the very last time. And I'm dropped down, stuck on the other side. With the chorus to a song that I can't find, echoing endlessly in my mind. But of a lost generation that's fed my line. The sun is sinking low and the daylight's dying. Now I hear it's time to settle the score. I'm not a young man, but I'm so angry with the state of these players. Fire station memories from my sleep. Now the living room's vacant and the parlor's fading. Nights in the city trying to make ends meet. Torn all down to make smoother streets. Broken, fix it. They broke it, fix it. I broke it, fix it. I broke it, fix it. Run back the boy from the mismatching tattered baggage of this man. Memories fade to feel no one without the magic of my youth and this guitar. Strumming all the way the forms and skills and let the music make you. Melodies plays no horns barred and let the magic of my youth and this guitar. Strumming all the way the forms and skills and let the music take you. Stuck inside, repeat, rewind, songs we did not get to play. Lonely nights, spent better, storming bigger stages. I try in vain to fit another's voice into my mind. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.